Car chases are dangerous and unpredictable. Viewer discretion advised.
And we have breaking news right now. A high-speed police chase is taking place right now over Sylmar.
KCAL 9's Stu Mendel is overhead to show us what's happening down there. Stu.
Well, it's been just a kind of a short pursuit, but extremely high speeds here on the 210 freeway. Now, Foothill Division of LAPD initialized this pursuit. We're still working on, whoa, there he goes. And this is the kind of stuff we've been seeing the entire time. Originally, they wanted this guy, apparently, as we understand it, just preliminary, possibly for DUI. This guy has been driving extremely recklessly here. He was on the freeway, he got off the freeway, and most of the time you can see this heavy traffic, and this guy has been using the emergency lanes and mostly as passing lanes, and if he's not doing that, he has been weaving in and out of traffic. Now, LAPD has recognized that the danger of this pursuit, and they have gone into tracking mode. The units that are on the ground on the freeway have basically kind of pulled off. They've backed off. The helicopter's the only guy following them right now, but his speeds have not slowed down. His driving pattern has not slowed down, and you can see how reckless this guy is. He did get off at Roxford just a moments ago. It was extremely fast, tried to make a turn, wasn't able to, and then basically got back on just by default. Right now we're coming to where the 210 turns into the 5 freeway, and it's going to be very, very heavy traffic out here, this being the Friday for Memorial Day, but it doesn't seem to be affecting this guy at all. He's been using the emergency lanes and just taking every opportunity to be reckless that it seems like he can. Again, here, just weaving in and out between cars. Right there, there isn't a lane right there. I don't know if he just got into an accident or if he is stuck. Nope, there he is. He has just been squeezing his way between these vehicles, pushing his way through here. We know that there are 2 people inside that vehicle. Again, originally, as we understand it, not confirmed yet, wanted for DUI. If this guy is impaired in any way, that just makes the situation even worse. You can see right there, it clearly is 2 people inside the vehicle, or at least 2 people inside this vehicle. Again, extremely high speeds, extremely dangerous. LAPD backing off right now, just going into what's called a tracking mode. Obviously, those units that have been following did not get off the freeway. They haven't stopped, but they are not directly behind him. We are in the truck lanes right now, coming through the Newhall Pass. This, I believe, is part of the 5 freeway. He's going to have a choice up here to stay on the 5, get back onto the 5 freeway, the regular lanes, or possibly take the 14, but right now it's very hard to say. Even though he might be in these lanes, it looks like he's going to be taking the 14 freeway northbound again, but he's been making these erratic turns and taking all kinds of chances out here this afternoon.
Stu,
Sylvia?
It gives you knots in your stomach just to watch this car right now, and to know that there's a lot of people on the road as we come up on the 5 o'clock hour of highest traffic, and you know, all the reckless moves that he's making just really takes your breath away. But how fast is he going? If everyone else is going the regular speed limit, he's got to be close to what, 80, 90?
He is definitely at least 80, 90 miles an hour. I was listening earlier on, trying to get some kind of, because sometimes it's harder to gauge from the helicopter how fast he's really going. Again, we're doing almost the same thing you are. We're just gauging, we're looking how fast is he's passing these other guys. At one point, though, I can tell you he was probably at least at 100 miles an hour on the 210 freeway in those emergency lanes. And, you know, it was kicking up the dirt and the dust that just lays there on those lanes. That gives you an idea how fast this guy's going. Again, right now we are northbound 14 freeway, just outside of the Newhall Pass. Again, the traffic is a little lighter here, but you can see just how quickly this guy's going. He is passing everybody that's on the freeway. It looks like he's going to be getting off. I believe that this is San Fernando Road, or they've changed it to Newhall Road just recently, but it looks like this is the off-ramp. Oh, there he goes. He's changing his mind again, probably because the opportunity wouldn't allow him to do that. It looks like he's going to stay on the 14 here, but again, extremely high speeds. You know, it might be fortunate if he did get off the freeway. Maybe this would slow some of his speed down. Again, LAPD just in what's called a tracking mode. They have 1 helicopter overhead, basically calling out the pursuit. A couple of other units that were chasing him earlier, who have what they've called stopped their code 3 response. That means no more lights and sirens, but they are still somewhere farther behind. So when this guy, or hopefully he won't, hopefully he'll just pull over, but when this comes to some kind of end, those guys will be able to get there very quickly and take these people into custody.
Yes, Stu, earlier when you're on a tighter shot of the car, it looked like there was just a lot of motion inside the car. Clearly, you could see there are two people. It even looked like to me that the driver might have taken his seatbelt off at some point. Now, because this driver is wanted for possible DUI, have you heard any radio traffic that they may know who it is by running the plates?
You know, they've been just so preoccupied with the endangerment of the public with this guy. They really haven't, been talking much about that. It's been more about the traffic conditions. We heard LAPD very concerned about the public, very concerned about the heavy traffic that was on the it's on the 210 right at the 118. Again, right now they're in what's called a tracking mode. Excuse me, and they're just going to be calling out streets here very shortly. I believe that we're either near Placenta Canyon or Sierra Highway. I have to get a little bit wider here to really get a feel for where we are exactly. I know we're in the Newhall area, Santa Clarita. We just got off the freeway. Again, these roads are windier, less traffic for sure, but definitely if he keeps these high speeds up, it's going to be very dangerous for him. Again, I'm kind of looking out the window, getting an idea where LAPD is. There's the chopper right there. That's the helicopter making a U-turn. Seems like maybe he doesn't know where he is. Maybe he has a plan where he wants to go, because just making a U-turn now, and looks like he's going to be heading back towards the freeway.
Yeah, he was, and too bad too, because he was out there in sort of an isolated area, not a lot of traffic around. At least we're not seeing any cars right there. Okay, hold on, Stu. Whoa, he just crashed.
Well, you know, this is just more of the crazy, unusual activity that these. It looks like the male and a female just ran out of the vehicle there. They're in those bushes. I'm going to stay a little bit wider here, just in case they try to run out of the bushes. You know, this is the kind of weird activity that we had been watching. It looks like he thought maybe he could just plow through those bushes or something. Again, you know, this is one of these things where LAPD, the things they have to deal with, just makes you shake your head sometimes. Again, they seem to be still in those bushes. We haven't seen any movement. I don't want to get so tight on it that if he does seem to run out some other direction, I want to keep an eye on him. The helicopter is here. They're giving out directions and locations. There's one of them right there. It looks like they're trying to make their way through. Again, you know, I'm looking out the window right now. There is no place for these people to run to. This is just all wide open, old oil area.
Not a lot of buildings around or anything like that,
nothing.
right?
There is here. I can go wide for you real quick. There is nothing out here for these guys to take cover in. LAPD, there's their helicopter right above it. I'm going to put him right there in the shot. Obviously, they're keeping an eye on these two, and hopefully they're going to just, when a black and white shows up, they'll just give up.
It appears that maybe the driver is injured, or, I mean, he seems to be limping or walking really strangely some way. And now they're both going in opposite directions. And of course, so we should remind you that if you're just joining us, that this driver was wanted for possible DUI. We saw him on a very dangerous high-speed pursuit. LAPD has gone into a tracking mode because of the danger it posed to the public. And then this guy just turns the car into, it looked to me like maybe even just a clump of trees there. And so they've got two people. The driver is right there, and it looks like he might even be injured because he's not walking very fast, and it looks like he's limping.
Yeah. Most definitely. He's got some sort of a problem.
Maybe the accident occurred. You know, maybe the accident occurred when he made that erratic turn and crashed into those bushes. But, you know, again, every time we do a pursuit, you always think, wow, this was one of the nuttiest ones we've seen. And again, look at this one. You know, this guy crashes his car. They jump out. He's got a female partner. Maybe this is a relationship to him, maybe not. But again, they're just hobbling their way through just open land out here in the Newhall area. And, you know, LAPD, you know, they're in no rush to pick these guys up. They have eyes on them, and, you know, maybe this long walk will exhaust them. Again, you know, this is in Newhall. I'm seeing that there are officers now on the street, and the helicopter is giving them direction on where to go. There must be some sort of fence in those bushes that even kept these guys out of the area. Again, I'm going to try to keep an eye on them. They must have walked under some trees here, but we're going to keep an eye out here and see if we can get these guys being taken into custody.
Well, LAPD no doubt has a very clear pinpoint as to where they are right now, Stu, and they're in direct communication, obviously, and like you said, they really don't have anywhere to go here. So you always wonder what's going through the mind of someone like this, but especially in this situation with that, it would seem like he really smacked that tree pretty hard. So you just got to wonder what they were thinking, if they thought they were going to drive right through into the middle of an open field, and then what? You're not sure. Or if they intended to hit or didn't do it, if it was an accident. But there you have it, a big open space, and LAPD, no doubt, knows exactly where these two suspects are.
Stu, we see a helicopter there keeping an eye on them from above. Are you able to see any ground units at all? I mean, I know that they went back into tracking mode, so he was really trucking there. He went really fast, and so now he's out in the Santa Clarita area. It didn't really look like he was familiar with there they are right there. And it looks like he's given up and is just sitting down now.
Well, either they've given up or they're just catching their breath out there. You know, I mean, it's only a matter of time before they become arrested. I can see them putting their hands up. There must be some officers. There they are. They're the officers. They're going to take these guys into custody. And again, you know, it's just they're going to be spending a long holiday weekend in jail. But hopefully it was worth it maybe for these guys. It was definitely not worth it for the public and all those lives that they put in danger as he was just tearing through that 210 there for a little bit. LAPD, awesome job again getting these two people into custody. No injuries to anybody except for possibly that driver who did that to himself. So a happy ending out here in the Santa Clarita area as they take these two people into custody.